I'm gonna talk about Avatar, the last. Nope, no, Korra, last episode. Okay, I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay, it wasn't a little bit contrived. It's one of those endings where you watch it right, and everything is like neatly, tightly packed together, and it's so happy and so dappy, and it's so cool and stuff, and and then I'm not happy. I expected so much. I want it more. I expected so much from this, and then I get this. Okay, it wasn't that. Okay, episode 10 was amazing. The build up, everything about episode 10 was amazing. But then this. I don't know if there was something wrong with the editing. I don't know if there was something wrong with the voice acting. No, it's nothing wrong with the voice acting. Characterizations, no, I don't think so. Okay, complete tease. Sorry for the and the complete tease was that we don't see Commander Boomy, you know, the crazy wild man who's a master strategist. It's not fair. Not even we just see him go woo. That's it. That's it. Or you do it. see, see. It wasn't good because well, okay, I didn't like it because I wanted to see more him, and then Korra. Okay, the episode happens. Okay, so okay. I'll talk about the episode. So in the episode, we get everything goes just where you don't want it. First half of the finale was explaining where Amon actually came from, who is the son of that Yakon guy who taught his sons and then turned them evil because by teaching them how to use bloodbending. And then afterwards, they were like, once the older son went evil, the younger son went good, but they both became power hungry. And then, well, that's who Amon was. So Korra and Mako decided to go to the rally and tell them that Amon is evil. Amon, had like painted his face red. That you find out later that he's not evil. I mean, he's actually one of them, a human, an equalist. Until later, when he falls into a river and all the paint and he water bends out of it and blood bending, water bending, and okay, Mako did one good thing today that made him seem caring, uh, that he tried to save Korra, and then but there was problems. There was some major issues with this episode. See, major issue one. Okay, so Amon takes her blood bending, her avatar state away using blood bending, right? So the first thing I thought was, okay, the only other person in the world that knows blood bending is Katara. So Katara will take it away if it's a blood bending kind of like stopping certain parts of the brain from thinking and severing the connection that way. See, that's the only way it makes sense. Doesn't explain how he knows how to take away blood bending. Then, okay, he takes away her blood bending, and then at the last second, she airbends. Because she didn't open her airbending skills until after her bending was taken away. It was a little too well placed. See, it was crazy. Iroh was okay. Iroh was cool. The fighting was a lot better in 10. You felt more engaged, and the shot got you a hell of a lot harder. See, that was cool, but this wasn't cool. This kind of I did not feel emotionally empathetic. Maybe just like the supporting cast more because supporting casts are really interesting. It wasn't, and then So anyway, Korra. Okay, all the Airbending family got captured somehow. We don't know why, and Korra just helps them escape and stuff with Mako. This is before Amon take her bending away, right? And then when she just suddenly started doing airbending, it was so it's like a horrible domino effect of convenience. And Amon falls into the water and just by reaction comes out of the water blood bending phase, so the equalists are like, ah, he's a waterbender. Oh no, what a liar. We don't like you anymore. Eh? and then like I was not happy. It was too well placed, and I found it really hard to care. So anyway, she defeats. So Amon runs off. Mako and Korra, they go to Katara, and Katara is all like, I tried everything, but she can still do airbending. Meanwhile, Amon and his brother, his brother kills him, Godfather 2 style in the lake, but takes himself out as well, which actually I was okay with. It was a bit convenient, but because I saw this, analogy to Godfather 2, I was happy. I thought it was kind of tragic, dramatic, but it was cool. But then Katara was all like, that's good. Oh, there was this cool bit with Asami where she fought her dad, and Bolin was so funny. He says, "You are a very, very bad father." It was hilarious. Asami bit was cool. Asami, I like her more. Before I didn't like her. She was always in the dark shadow closet, kind of damsel in distress. But she showed her own strength and her own issues and her own ability to resolve things and overcome them. So Asami's cool. I like Asami. I like all the supporting cast except Mako. Korra, it's okay. It's good. Not the best. Oh, I saw the last episode of the video games the other day. So it was very informative about the other benders. Anyway, so Korra finds out she can't bend anymore. She can only airbend. So she goes into the icy thing, saying, "No, Mako, I can't love you anymore because I'm not an avatar." And then when Aang suddenly appears to her and gives her back her bending in his spirit form, which makes no sense. But the spirits can't have any effect, physical effect. It says, oh, but once we open our spiritual side, we can do anything. But what? They're airbenders too. Why can't they do it? Tenzin and the kids, they're airbenders too. They should do stuff. Yeah. But we didn't. Okay, so after that, so after Aang gives her back her powers, convenient sequences of montages where everything is easily resolved, where Katara Avatar states Lynn's metal bending back, which would have more of an emotional effect if it wasn't so fast, montagey, and convenient. I think we would give him 14 more episodes for the next book, so that the story makes more sense somehow. More sense, or at least they can pad out. They have the appropriate amount of time to fix the story. I guess this is a rant. That's what I didn't like. It was too. Sorry, Monkey. I know you will. But you can have your own opinion. Okay. I need to show you the real avatar. Yeah. I thought he just talked about himself. Okay. And it is crazy. That did bug the hell out of me. Okay, it was too convenient. They had 14 more episodes that they could do anything with, and we didn't see enough Boomy. We saw fights, but we weren't engaged emotionally as I was in episode 10, and I actually cared. It was structurally it was off. Sorry about that. Structurally it was off, and they should have done a lot better. That's what I think. Otherwise, can't give it a high score. It did give me answers. It did give me a conclusion. I would have preferred waiting till next year for season 2 for a better ending. Sometimes emotionally driven as the other preceding episodes. There's probably another time skip of 70 years. I think the only way I could have thought of this episode ending well is that it was a negative ending where everything just went wrong. That would have worked. I wish I saw Commander Boomy. That would have been cool. What's next? I don't know. Well, it was worth this little YouTube experiment on my second channel. You won't find my fifth. I hope you'll figure it out. It's nice when I don't know if I'll do it again. And if I feel like it, I'll tell you guys on the channel is with 200 plus videos. It's just my lazy channel, you know. I felt like being lazy because usually I go crazy on the editing and the special effects and stuff and the lighting position. It takes me freaking weeks, especially the editing and the subtitles and everything. It drives me mad. I just wanted to take a break. Yo, I just wanted to take a break. So I got this channel and I didn't put any links around the channel because I got these mad, crazy production. Just take it easy. So if you're we don't care, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, sometimes you need that second YouTube channel to vent. Relax. The anonymousness that is. Oh, sorry. What's this site actually do? Anyway, personally, I would recommend the Avatar Dark Horse manga books coming up. I promise. The first one wasn't as good. The first one it wasn't good because it didn't have the the subplot that usual Avatar episodes have, the main storyline and the subplot, and it's quite engaging because it was a bit annoying. Zuko went back to his evil ways even though he felt resolved. This is Avatar Our Last Airbender book series, The Promise, part 1. It wasn't as good. The Promise 2 actually picked up a bit. There was a little bit more on characterizations with, Sokka's girlfriend going for Zuko and stuff. And, but the second book on the whole was a lot more powerful and also a lot more interesting because we got to see Toph found her metal bending school properly. Actually, it had like 2 different subplots as well as the main plot running, so the book part 2 is quite good. Part 3 will probably come out next month, I think. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. After that, maybe I'll finally buy Avatar: The Lost Adventures. I really want to get that Avatar art book. That looks really cool. I've just been waiting long enough for it to be cheap on the internet. Yes, it's cool. I want to read. There's one good thing about this. It's got me back into manga. I've been waiting for something to get me back into manga for ages. I got this. I got Cheese Sweet Home. That's so amazing. I think it might be. Looking for money and chocolate, and then the sweet and benefit chocolate. There you go. And Berserk animated movie. You think? Berserk animated movie. Wow, it's so pretty. It's I saw the first half of that. You can perfectly put it in the middle of the series because it takes a part of the story that was montaged off, but it just fleshes it out. It's quite cool. At least the first half. I haven't seen the second half yet. You should watch that. Yeah, these animes seem to be picking up for me. Nice. I guess I'll stick to anime now because Young Justice, Korra, they're both there. I should be watching Tron Uprising. Should be. Yeah, hopefully I'll carry on with Cheese Sweet Home and yeah. So thanks for talking. Maybe I'll see you again. Maybe I won't. Maybe we'll find a YouTube. Maybe we won't. But it's around.